So hello students and welcome back to BankExamsToday.com. First of all, sorry for being late by 5 minutes. So if you are able to watch the session properly, then let me know in the super chat. So let me just check myself if everything is working properly, right? So let me check. Everything is working. Yes, everything is working properly. So let's start our session, students, and today's second part of RBI Grade B 2019 Booster Series, right? So I'm going to share 5 important questions within like 10 minutes, right? Really important question. I'm going to provide the explanations as well. So my name is Ramandeep Singh, and this is the second part of the Booster Series, and we are doing this series every day at 6 o'clock, most probably 5:45, 6 o'clock. In the evening every day, but we are not working on Sundays, so 6 sessions a week. My name is Ramandeep Singh and this is the second part of the booster series. So students, we have already started the RBI Grade B 2019 course. In case you are looking for the complete RBI Grade B course, in which we are providing video classes, notes, test series, and RBI Grade B GK, you can just download the Bank Exams Today mobile app, or you can go to learn.bankexamstoday.com. So here is my number. In case you need any help, you can just call me or just drop me a WhatsApp message. So last year we got 24 selections. RBI Grade B 2018, we got 24 final selections. So let's move on. See students, this thing is in the news today, in the Economic Times, in the Business Standard, everywhere. This is the most popular news in that economy page, even in that Indian Standard. So diversified conglomerate L&T. So L&T is set to launch a hostile bid to acquire mid-tier IT services company Mindtree. Mindtree is an IT services company. What is a hostile bid? What is a hostile bid? You need to tell me what is a hostile bid. Really important term. What is hostile bid? So I think I shouldn't wait for your answers today. I should keep on answering it. See students, what happens? Do you know one thing? Mindtree is having the promoters of Mindtree. As Mukesh Ambani is the promoter of Reliance Industries, the promoters of Mindtree, they have just 13.42% shareholding of the entire company. Just 13%. Rest of the shares are with the founder of Cafe Coffee Day, and rest, I mean, big foreign institutional investors are there, the retail investors are there, but the promoters, they just have 13.42% of the whole share capital. They hold these many shares. Now L&T, they wanted to acquire the company, but the Mindtree, they are not okay with it. They don't want to let the L&T acquire the promoters. They were not ready. The board rejected the offer. Now what L&T is trying to do, let's just forget about it. L&T is trying to do is, they are trying to acquire the shares from market. Whoever is having the bulk shares, L&T is paying them a premium, and they are buying the shares to acquire the majority shares and take over the company. So the correct answer is target company's board rejects the offer. The target company, they rejected the offer. The Mindtree rejected the offer, and the bidder is buying. The bidder buyer gets the majority stake from market. The promoter, they are not ready to sell, but L&T, they are paying the premium to the shareholders, to the shareholders of Mindtree, to get the majority in the Mindtree, in the Mindtree company, and then they'll acquire it, right? Even without the permission of board. Okay, they'll make a new board themselves and they'll own the company, right? So that is what hostile bid is. I mean, let's just read a bookish term. A takeover is considered hostile if the target company's board rejects the offer and the bidder continues to pursue it, or the bidder makes the offer directly after having announced its firm's intention to make an offer. So this term was attributed to Louis Holson. It's a tongue twister to me. So that was an important question. Hostile bid. Okay. Now what is REIT? Really important. So REIT are really important in the global developed markets, but not really popular actually not popular at all in India. So what is REIT? If you know the answer, you can, give me your answers in the super chat section. I'll be waiting for your answers. I mean, if you know the answer, just drop your answer, right? So let's just move on to the question. REITC students, in case of mutual funds, what happens? See, a lot of investors, they invest their money, they give their money to the mutual fund, and the fund manager, because he's a professional, he manages the money of investors, right? So and he buys stocks, he buys debt instruments, he buys government bonds and all, right? It is clearly mentioned on the offer document in case of mutual fund. But till now, mutual funds, they are not allowed to invest in REI in real estate. Mutual funds, they cannot invest in real estate. So that is why there is a new investment instrument, REIT, where investors, they are going to give their money to REIT, who in return, who's going to buy the properties and then rent it out, and then he's going to pay back the rent on a regular basis, and he's going to give the return. So REIT is a kind of, you can say, mutual fund, but the underlying asset is real estate. In case of mutual fund, the underlying asset, it could be like stocks, it could be bonds, it could be debt instruments, even stocks from foreign countries, right? But in case of REITs, it is always real estate. Now, what is the full form of REIT? The full form of REIT is Real Estate Investment Trust. See, student, it's not just a question. Try to understand the concept. REIT is a kind of a mutual fund, but it has all the features of mutual fund, but the underlying asset is real estate. The money the REIT is collecting, they are going to invest this money into real estate only, right? So REITs are securities linked to real estates. They are similar to mutual funds. And just like mutual funds, there will be sponsor, trustee, fund manager. Even the whole structure is even same, right? And the money collected is deployed in income generating, real assets. Besides regular income, they'll give you the regular income from rent and lease. There will be capital appreciation also. I mean, whenever there is capital appreciation, there will be valuation, and as similar to mutual funds, you can sell the units of REIT in the open market, right? There is an update. Till now, the REITs were not popular, but now the Embassy Office Parks. So this is the company backed by Blackstone Group LP. Now they are planning to raise 4,570 crore rupees through an IPO, right? And the unit price of an IPO of this REIT is 299 to 300 rupees. Minimum investment bid is 800 units, and you need to invest at least 2,40,000. Imagine, students, if you want to buy a prime property in Bangalore, in the commercial area, can you buy it with 2,40,000? You can't. But with REIT, yes, you can. Just by investing 2,40,000 rupee, you can invest in a prime property of Bangalore, right? So that's important. Okay, REIT, that's the purpose of REITs. Okay. The question number 3. As per the Reserve Bank of India, prevention of market abuse directions. So what are prevention of market abuse direction? Let's move on to the explanation first. I mean, see, what is market manipulation? See, students, whenever the participants of markets, or like any broker, any AMC, or any investor, they engage in malpractices, manipulations. They undertake any transaction that will manipulate the stock prices, that will manipulate the bond prices, or any other financial instrument, or that will manipulate the benchmarks. The benchmarks are decided by the Benchmark Organization of India. There is some public limited company. They decide the benchmark, and even if they make any manipulation in the calculation of benchmark, or they misuse any price sensitive customer information or price sensitive information, non-public price sensitive information. Let's say non-public price sensitive, let's say the CEO of Ashok Leyland was removed, or he's dead now, right? I shouldn't speak that word, but he left his job, right? He was an amazing CEO. He left his job. So you got the information. Today, I mean, the stock of Ashok Leyland is going like this. So at this point, the CEO of Ashok Leyland, he left his job, and you are giving the information to the stock market at this time. I mean, there is a 10-minute gap here, right? During that period, you sold all the stocks of Ashok Leyland, because you are already aware about the fact that once you give this information to stock market, the stock is going to go down, right? But you used this information, that is use of price sensitive non-public information, non-public prices. That is a non-public price sensitive information, right? The information which is going to impact the stock prices or the bond prices. If that information is not public and you are using it, that is misuse of information. If you are doing it, what would be the punishment? What would be the punishment? That's what this question is asking. What would be the punishment? So if you, sorry for that, if you know the answers, just give me your answer. What would be the punishment? If you know the answer, just let me know in the comment section what would be the punishment of that. Sumit is telling me that 10 students are watching, including me, a UPSC aspirant. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Even if nobody is watching, I'll do this session. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Sumit. If nobody is watching, I'll do the session. I mean, it's my job. I don't care if people are there or not. So as per the, I hope I'm a good teacher. I hope. Chalo, anyway. The RBI Prevention of Market Abuse Directions 2019. So if the participants are found guilty, they will be banned from accessing the markets for one month, right? For 1 month, they will be denied. They will be denied to transact in the financial markets. So the question number 4 is here: who releases the Global Environment Outlook Report? The Global Environment Outlook Report. Who released this report? Really important for RBI Grade B Phase 2 exam, also for the Phase 1 exam. The Global Environment Outlook Report. What this report says, that how much money you could save if you had, I mean, let's just move here. The report notes that a quarter of all premature deaths and the diseases due to the man-made pollution. So that's what this report says, that how much money you could save, how much people you could save. I mean, you could save if there was no pollution. So that's due to the man-made pollution, right? So this obviously this report is released by United Nations Environment Program, right? So this one, the correct answer is B, United Nations Environment Program. That's a correct answer. I hope you are able to answer it properly. So Sumit, now there are 16 students to Sumit live with us. Anyway, be positive, yaar. AS tutorial. Anyway, there is AS tutorial. A teacher is watching me. Chalo, anyway. Let's move on to the question number 5. The European Union expanded which of a list, right? See, students, I mean, my job right now, I'm not doing a MCQ kind of a thing, but I'm trying to make the things interesting for you. See, students, the European Union, they have blacklist, the tax blacklist. The tax blacklist for the tax haven countries. There are certain tax haven countries whose taxation system, whose financial system are opaque. They do not help the other countries to find out the money. I mean, in case the European Union, they are trying to curb the black money or money laundering, these countries won't allow it. And most of the money laundering cases, arises from these countries: Aruba, Belize, Bermuda, Fiji, Oman, Vanuatu, and Dominica. And then the new countries added are Barbados, United Arab Emirates, and Marshall Islands. So the UAE is a new entry in this list, right? There is a grey list and this is a blacklist. There are a total 15 countries in the blacklist. So it is a tax blacklist. The question number 5, the correct answer is the tax blacklist. Okay. So that's all for today, students. Please join the RBI Grade B 2019 course. You can take a demo on BankExamsToday's mobile app, or you can go to learn.bankexamstoday.com. This is my mobile number. If there is any doubt, you can call me. So we have the video classes, notes, and the test series, and we are conducting the MCQs every day. So that's all for today, students. I hope you like this lectures. Sumit, now there are 16 students with us here. Please. So that's all for today. So yes, sir, you are. I mean, no matter what, even if there are 5 or 6 students, I'm going to do this session tomorrow at 6 p.m. no matter what. So that's all for today. So if you like the way I teach, click the subscribe button and press the like button. That's really important for me. That's important for everybody actually. Chalo, that's all for today, students. Thank you and have a very nice day. Install my application. बहुत मेहनत से बनाई.